Good morning. We are back with another episode. It was the best investment, completely changed our lives. They bought it for 3.1, we were listing it at 15.5. It's now Monday morning, it's just before 8 a.m. and I am heading to the office. Been to the gym, had some fun playtime with the kids and breakfast, and now feeling ready to go for a full week of action at ACO. We're going to try and make it as good as we can. I'm really proud of everyone that's been involved in making this. I love seeing more of the team getting featured on the vlog, and I want to continue that trend. I hope you're enjoying watching it. Let's see what this week has to offer. We don't explain, okay? We focus on trying to build trust, and we get trust from the client by getting them to feel and actually truly believe that we understand. The way that they truly believe that we understand is by we really do active listening. So we mirror, we label, and then we basically summarize what we assume them to be thinking. And that whole idea is success means when they say,
that's right, that's right.
Okay? So that's what we're trying to do in these conversations. So this is not just about market stats, it's about conversations, it's about making the client, the other person feel like you can be trusted and that you are actually interested and, you know, with the right person. Would you disagree that in order to get the highest possible price you need someone that can hold the beliefs and hold someone to what they've said and stick and be firm? Would you agree on that? Okay, I mean, we don't negotiate on our fee and we don't drop the prices to get deals done. We get the best possible outcome for our clients. But again, that's your choice. You've got options, you know, you've got three options. You can work with me, you can work with other agents that pay 0%, or you can go and try and find someone else that might be able to help. But the top agents are going to charge a fee because they're getting successful results for the clients.
But how do you tie that up after that to being like, well, I'm offering you the best service now, but I can't promise you a price because I don't control the market.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I can show you the data, we can sit down and I can show you the data. But before we do that, I want us to agree on, you know, me representing you. Then I'm going to go to work and I'll present everything to you. But just so you know, you might not want to work with me, and that's fine because I charge 2%. And we don't negotiate, and we charge 2% from the buyer, or another agent will bring the buyer. If that's okay, then we can proceed. I can show you the data, we can go through the latest sales, and we can work on getting you a price. And just so you know, you might not like this. Again, brace.
Yeah.
This, you know, I've got some bad news. I don't take listings that I can't sell. So I'm going to give you a price that I know is going to be achievable. We might have a little bit of buffer in there, you know, some negotiation, but I'm not going to agree to stay in the property way over market price. It doesn't benefit me or you, so that might not be comfortable for you. That's fine. That's the confidence that you're going to have. It's going to have at these meetings. And you're going to lose some deals, you're going to walk away, and you're going to lose some deals, and then they're going to come back after 3 months and say, right, I've wasted a lot of time with these other agents who were trying to do it for 0. Let me just do it with you now. I'll pay 2%, just get it sold.
I feel like the structure was there, but I was just
Yeah, it's a little bit. So how would you not waffle then?
more direct, just get the...
I think having the fear of, taking away the fear of losing the client, because as Nate always says, he's drilled into his head that it's not a sin to lose business.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sin to take a long time.
It's just intellect. Well, I don't mind if you come back from me tonight, I lost the client. Why do you lose the client? Because you want to pay my fee. Great, it's fine. Because it's going to give you more time to focus on people that do want to pay your fee. And we want to work with those people, not just for the money, because of the ease of doing the business and the enjoyment of the job, right? We don't want to waste our life, you know, promising things to people and then feeling like you've got to bow down to them and you've got to give them something that you can't because you're not buying the property. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was good. Yes. I started off with the brace. Got bad news. Then you paused, you allowed it to sink in, then you did an accusation audit. I feel like you could have done a few more, because he hadn't really said, like, no, I don't want.
We got a little bit annoyed because of the pause.
You could have done a couple more. You're probably going to think I'm just trying to make a quick buck. You're probably going to think that I don't care about getting you the best price. Could have done a few more, but it was good. That was really good. And what I really liked is that you showed the landscape of the market. and you asked him, what do you want to do? Most agents, they're so desperate to get the deal, they almost tell the person what to do. And the other person, they try and convince them. The other person feels that they're not in control, they have no autonomy. In the end, then it becomes like a barrier. So again, that's the whole idea here, is that we're brokers. We are the go-between. It's our job to take the property, to take the deal, go to the market, get the information from the market and deliver it. It's the client's choice. They want to accept it or not. So overall, really good. I liked how you did that. Delivering offers the ACO way. What do? We brace, we do an accusation audit, we sit together before you give it, that's fine, and we think about how is the other person going to feel when I tell them this news. What might come up in their mind? They might think that I don't know the market. They might think that I don't care about them and their family and the fact that this is their life savings. They might think that I haven't really tried hard, They might think that this is the first offer. Whatever it is, they better put it down and then give it to them, so they can basically say, no, I'm not really gonna feel like that, it's fine. And it's naturally, people want to be perceived as reasonable, genuine people. So when you label all of those negatives, they don't want you to think that it's like normal, right? One thing that was apparent was he said, I don't want to lose 3 million. That came up in my mind.
Seems like you're worried about losing money.
Yeah. Seems like you're worried about losing money. And then you could also think about how he could lose the next opportunities. And I don't know, we don't know his plan, but that might be something, because again, a loss is a bigger
motivator than quitting game.
It's a double, right? So I want to try and think about that. Another point is like, this is only the serious buyer. I've met the buyers, I've met the agent. These buyers are buying a property. It's going to be your property, or it might be one of the other properties out there. I don't know. Are you willing to lose this buyer, right? It's a loss again. Are you willing to lose this opportunity? And I'm not saying it as like you should take it. I'm saying, are you willing? If you're willing to lose it, then it's fine.
Can we do it in a way where, okay, I'll portray what I said. For example, I'll accept 18.5, but not less. But there's an option for me that this guy's not going to come back afterwards. So we need to make it this, like, you know what I mean?
So I
try to do it that what's my opportunity cost. So basically 17.3, what's the opportunity that I actually lost in the future? So ask him, what are you thinking after selling this house? Are you thinking to invest it somewhere?
Yeah.
Or you need the money for other stuff? Know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can hit the opportunity cost for it.
Yeah, the loss. Sure. The fear of loss. Great, it's been a good session today. 17 minutes past 10 now. Let's wrap it up.
Hey Liam, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
All good. What's happening this week? What's the update?
More of the same, really. It's good to have Joe back, Khaled's back, so it feels like busier again.
We spoke about a property in the blog. I remember when I was watching it yesterday. It was about a friend whose house you visited. They're going to renovate it, and they want to landscape it and redo the swimming pool.
Just retouch-ups. I mean, the property looks great, so we are doing that work now. Probably in about another 3 weeks. Once we've got that, we'll get a photo shoot done, and then we'll officially launch it in the market. Right now, I'm just speaking to people that specialise in the area, other agents, and we're putting the word out. Joe's back now, so he's going to work on that as well. It was listed with a friend of mine, Jade, and we did the deal. I can't remember if we negotiated or how much we negotiated.
Jade Morris.
We would have negotiated Jade Morris, but we bought the property at 3.1 million. And I remember because they were considering the lakes as well, and the wife hated the property.
That was a good investment.
It was the best investment, completely changed their lives. They bought it for 3.1, we were listing it at 15.5.
Do you feel like things are changing now that summer's sort of coming to an end?
I think like this month might be a bit slower because it's like the last month of summer, so people know that September's coming and they're going to have to get back into action, so they usually take a little bit more time off and relax a little bit mentally in August. But it's busy enough. I still think we'll have a great month as a company.
Right, and how do you think the KPIs are helping?
KPIs are really helping. Just more conversations, more good conversations are going to lead to business, going to lead to more listings, which is going to allow the guys to get busy on client, like the buyer's side. So yeah, and guys are doing really well, hitting the numbers every single day since we started. 3 posts a day across all the social media and having the conversations. So it's just, it can be really bad, but if you're doing that, then it's our job as a company to do the final touches to make them succeed. So I really think it's just a matter of time now. We want to become is the area expert, and the way that we're going to become the area expert is trying to build relationships where you might not be getting the listing on a phone call, but you're getting an in. I'll say you're getting a little bit of a relationship where you can follow up. I know Joe does this a lot, and then we're going to follow up with information in terms of the small micro market in the community. What's being listed that week, what's been sold that week. That can be a video that Sharon can record. It can also be a document, two-pronged approach that can be personally sent to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people. And over time, those people are going to be, okay, now's the time I'm interested to sell, or my friend's interested to sell. I want to go back to these guys because they've followed up and they've given me value over the years. That should be another effort. So we need to start thinking about that in terms of when we're going to be following up. Then when we do get listings, we need to set date and time. I know Joe does this again. Fridays, afternoons, blocked out for calls and updates for all your listing clients. So they never wait. They know when they're going to get a call and an update from you. They're never waiting thinking, oh, when's the guy going to call me? They know Friday at this time between 12 and 3 they're going to get an update from Devesh about how the listing has done this week. Yeah, so first thing is when we're on the calls, trying to think about an in just so you send information. Number 2 is then creating really good information to send out, videos and documents. And then number 3 is once we get the listings, it's keeping them updated, keeping that trust.
Fit it into your schedule.
Yeah, so you got to anticipate you're going to have a busy afternoon, you got to lock in the morning and get it done, and book in the times when you're doing content, when you're doing calls, when you're doing viewings. And if you've got 2 hours of calls booked in and somebody wants to do a viewing or a meeting, you say, I can't, I'm in appointments at that time. You've got to start doing that. Joe, just while we're here now, Devesh, Nate, Joe, what we're doing with Collective, because I think we might take it off. Reading what we're reading about in terms of saving yourself for the best probability, not possibility. So it's generating leads, but I don't have it.
The person is difficult to deal with is the issue, but then it would have been easier, to be fair, if I was here, because I can get on the units. That's the point. That's what I was trying to explain. But then I have said it the whole time. These units they're a numbers game. Like there's no way that anyone calls that straight away. So like if you can anticipate that if it's a rental, it's not going to be like they're going to buy it or rent it straight away. But then if you feel like that's wasting your time, you might, if you want to focus more on paper, I don't mind. It was just to get some more inquiries through the door, which it does to me.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of leads that aren't came.
Yeah, I do. I can get other units direct. Yeah, I can get them directly. Yeah, it's just because this one was an easy way of getting.
What about this deal then now? Did the message show still there?
I spoke to him this morning. I said,
what's the outcome, Nadia?
Sent it, correct. Let's see.
Alright, so what's the decision? Do we leave it on? I'm more inclined to take it off.
Yeah, I don't mind.
No, but the thing is not after he's back. He said that we can get those leads. If they want to convert, we don't have to go through that person. We can directly get an apartment.
Yeah, but even still.
Because it does generate a lot of leads.
Yeah, but it's from rentals as well, don't forget.
Yeah, an apartment we're getting rentals is usually the case anyway.
Yeah, but now the leads just go to Joe.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I don't know if Joe, do you want to go and do viewings? Because how many viewers have we had in total?
A lot.
Yeah.
To do a viewing on that, it's a big waste of time if you don't close it every time, or at least 50% of the time. But the ratio is not 50-50, is it?
No.
So that time, for me, you'll be better off in here sending, have a think by the end of the
maybe
day.
apartments, if we just did if we did apartments, it'd have to be like Mulberry.
I just feel like we need focus on direction. And
the thing is with Mulberry, though, the reason I say that is because the 3 beds rent from 280 upwards. So like if you get a client for a Mulberry unit. The strangest experience of my life. I inquired on a property, which I didn't even know I inquired on. I might have been asleep, I have no idea. And an agent rang me to ask a few questions like, what are you looking for? And I was like, I'm really confused. I don't think I'm looking for anything. So then I said, I'm an actual agent after a minute on the call, not thinking anything of it. And she went, well, why didn't you tell me that from the start? So then obviously she slammed the phone on me. I asked what was wrong with her on WhatsApp, and then she's just blocked me. But I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like, I'm really confused.
But to send you a message, right?
Sent me a message to say something on the lines of, why didn't you just tell me you were an agent from the start? You've inquired to waste my time. And I was like, I don't even know what you're on about. But that's just to buy real estate. A positive note, I got treated to a coffee. Really nice. And obviously I'm trying something at the moment to be gluten-free. And I didn't actually realise that relates to coffee. It's a medical condition I've got at the moment I'm trying to work on. So yeah, I've gone gluten-free with the coffee, and I'll be honest, I'm really sorry if there's anyone who drinks gluten-free coffee out there. It is not very good.
when it comes to his energy and his confidence, and I just think he's really enjoying it now. Like I said, great start to the week. Looks like Devesh and Nate have both got deals in this week. It's going to be Devesh's first deal and I think Nate's third, which is always great. It boosts the morale. I can see Devesh has gone up a level when it comes to his energy and his confidence, and I just think he's really enjoying it now. Hopefully Joe and Rai can get something in soon as well. So overall, very happy with how this week started.
You're probably going to consider firing.
You gotta say it in this downward inflection tone late.
We got the Emirati award.
Now we got the Iraq.
Oh.
Coming in from Iraq.
No.
Yo.
How you doing, brothers? I've got one now.
So how come we're wearing this today?
Presenting the country?
Nice. Why? What's the occasion today?
Nothing. It's just our formal way of dressing up. Felt like going back to my culture.
Nice. What culture is that?
Arabic. Marathi. No, buddy.
Mate, you did this call, you're going to do
Anything interesting that happened today?
Yeah.
We did our usual role plays. We have hit our KPIs, and I have a rental deal that's about to happen now. We're just going to hand over the keys in about an hour. Yay!
We need a paramedic.
Yeah, they called the police. No.
Wednesday morning, it's just gone 8:30 a.m. and looking forward to having a great day. We are an hour away from our live. We go live on TikTok, YouTube, and we talk about what's happened in the Dubai real estate market and the Dubai market in general. Loving the consistency that we've got as a team together. I set a task for everyone to post once a day on all socials and to hit a certain number of calls and to keep an eye on what's happening in their specific areas. And pretty much everyone, apart from Joe on his first day back after a week off, has hit the numbers. So I'm really proud and happy with how the team's performing. Let's see what the scores are for today. But this is definitely going to make all the difference. I can see already the results are starting to show. So I've got to make sure as a leader that I'm making the guys believe in what we're doing. And I've got to make sure that they continue to do that and keep that momentum high as we push forward. August typically can be a bit of a slow month in Dubai. I feel like it's the last big break for people. So they say, you know what? August, a lot of people are traveling, let's just have some time off and then let's get back to business in September. But that being said, I've always had good months in August. I feel like there's enough happening in the city right now to make a lot of money. So hopefully the guys are motivated enough to really push forward this month and get some deals in.
Good morning. Suwan, thanks for the compliment. My name's Liam and we're about to go live. Right guys, let's do this. Okay.
I think I just scraped.
You think you just scraped it? Joe, how do you feel?
I think I did it.
You think you did it and you think you just scraped it?
I did it.
You did it?
Yeah, I think I just scraped it as well. But I worked a lot yesterday. Even when I went home, I was working.
Yeah, we were speaking of the energy. So that means that the call is probably going to be higher today, right? Because you've got
It should be hard.
All right, Devesh, coming in. So you said you felt like you dipped?
Yeah, I think it's at 140.
142.
Yeah.
So it's not great, but we scraped over. It's okay. Joe, how do you feel?
I did the night before as well, so I think I must have done it.
1, 3,
Oh,
6. Scraped over the line. Just made it. So we need more today. But yeah, you're safe for today, but you're not safe from yesterday. I don't forget what we're doing.
oh that's right.
Yeah, like you gotta go out the door,
Walk back in.
you gotta go out the door, walk back in.
What is Whitey doing? What is it?
Nate, over 53, that's his record.
Do it.
Boys.
He's gonna grab the.
And Arai is 136. So you scraped over there. Over the line, but good work ethic and some good conversations, some leads coming, some listings coming for you this week, which is great. Rachel's not in today, she's not feeling well. So it's a little bit unorganised in terms of the updates from recent transactions, but I'll tell you right now, Maple 2, you missed one.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
I checked. It was after 5. Yeah. Sometimes it gets updated in the day. It was after 5 or 7.
So what you got to do, easiest way to do it is get the rest app.
Yeah.
After, I think, 3 p.m, 4 p.m, when the land department closes, just check it, write it down.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you're going to try and check it for there, you're going to miss it. And then also, Sidra 1, there was a sale, 10 million, I believe.
Sidra 1, this shit. That's Sidra 1. What was that guy, didn't it?
10 million.
Yeah, that was me. I posted it.
There was an Eland yesterday.
Oh, my glasses. Those glasses. Oh, God. I don't think it's a good look for the glasses.
It's not a great look.
That's not bad. That's
the whole
not
point. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, actually, Sue's good.
Yeah, somehow it works.
Sorry, you look. I think we should just keep that all.
I don't want to keep melting in there.
You gotta think. I don't want to watch it. All right. So we're just saying, don't forget to keep checking the transactions because at the end of the week, we're going to work on some content with Devesh. Sorry, Sharon, about what's happened in the specific areas.
I spoke to them about it already.
Labeling, putting a label on it, listening to what they're saying, and labeling it. How would you label?
So if someone says, I want to sell this and invest in another property, it sounds like you want to get your money fast and invest in another property. You basically summarize it so they feel understood.
Exactly, so then you're summarising it. What else can you do? Brace. What's a brace? What else? You're not saying anything yet, Nate.
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase, so how'd you do that?
So, for example, if he wants to invest in another property, I would say something like, it seems like you want to get the most amount of money from this sale so you can invest in another property.
Between labelling and paraphrasing.
Paraphrasing is saying what they said in a different way to show them that you listened.
Okay, and you could also
stuttering.
You could also mislabel. Also want to start thinking about your tone of voice now in these calls, and also want to think about how you're using silence, calmness, confidence. I want to look out for everything possible that you can do to try and get this person to trust you, feel that you're in control, and want to do business. Give some feedback.
I thought this was much better than yesterday. He labeled, he paraphrased. There was no bad news, but I don't think it was necessary.
No, just
yeah.
Really need it.
But he gave me the options. He made me understand that if I keep it here, God knows how long I'll wait. But I already agreed to dropping the price down. So I feel like he did a good job.
I think it was terrible.
What?
No, I think it was terrible.
You said the
I need to probably read this because I'm obviously not doing what you guys are doing, so I need to read this. But it's okay. I thought it was genuinely terrible.
You labeled.
No,
yeah, you said
it was shocking.
I feel like, it should be like, I, because it's not supposed to be used, apparently.
You can say it feels like.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's fine.
it's fine.
But that's like a small
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I reckon we can all really. Just dig in.
Yeah.
Really study. That's the key. You know, we're not just reading this and going on to the next one. We're going to study this for a while. And there's loads of content that we can reinforce these tools so that we're clear on when to use them and how to use them to get the best out of it. You're probably going to think that I don't care about getting you the best price. You're probably going to think that I'm just pushing you to get a deal. You know, so you could do an audit. They definitely do an audit. You don't need to do bracing, I don't think. You could put it in there and then, pause, get them to really reply to that. If we're in the same place 60 days from now, how are you going to feel with no offers? And how would you like me to work on this for you? How would you like me, if buyers are still saying that the price is too high, how would you like me to handle this? Try and put them in your shoes so that they answer the question for you. That the way that you phrased the ending, you put it all in, the ball was all in his court. He had to make the decision. You weren't telling him this is what we need to do. It's just that, what do you want to do? The market's spoken. We've had it on for a long time. We've had people coming in. They're telling me it's too high. What do you want to do? And having that confidence, and it's just not a desperation. It's almost like I'm not making the decision. You got to make the decision. It's your property. I'm here to help you and show you what's happening. What do you want to do? What do you think is the best course of action? Really good. All right, but we're going to work on this.
Why are you copying me? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'll be the agent.
Oh, working.
Nice.
Should have done.
All right. I love that, mate. I love that about you. The confidence, the energy. Pick a number 1, 2, 4.
Disappointing.
1 to 4.
One.
Number 1. That's what I would have chose. The 1. It's almost like as you were really confident, you started off, and then it became tough. And it was like you like the idea of doing it, but then in reality it was tough, which is the whole point of this exercise. How do you think you could add, looking back now, did you add anything else?
More labeling. I should have gotten him to speak more. And I feel like John.
Yeah, I picked 2 things which I thought was really good. I think they could change them. One of the first ones was the I think you said it, but I think if you worded it like, how do you expect me to present this to the owner? Like if you actually say like, how do you actually expect me to present that offer to the owner? I think you said, how would the owner feel or something like that.
Yeah, say, how would you expect?
But no, I mean like, how do you actually expect me to like fit? Like, so yeah, how do you actually expect me to?
I'll probably explain a bit more. So if the last transaction for the same property on X position with a smaller plot sold at this, and he knows that, how do you expect me to convince him
really confused
to accept this low offer, you know?
And
I wouldn't get the offers out from the beginning and be like, look, man, you're offering what,
no,
11.28?
you say all the time though they've already had the offers. You'd have already told him that.
No, he said after. He had to ask him. Rai asked him if he was going to offer.
Yeah, but he means like if it was a real scenario, you'd have already told him like, listen, we've already had an offer on this at 12 million, so that the 11.8 would never come out anyway.
Yeah, it matters. I think what Joe's saying is spot on. I feel like, Nate, if you just had more authority and you were like, you know, just ask more questions.
True. Exactly.
Like, I was doing that to you. You should have done that more to me, just to like push back. And yeah, that would have like really reinforced your authority.
Would it be ridiculous of me to assume that we can get closer to X level? Yeah, I think so. 12.5. So you know, let's look at this. Just look at the facts. We know the last couple of transactions have been at 12.5. Seller's asking 13, which is not a million miles away. He's a serious seller. He needs to sell. Would it be ridiculous of me to assume that we could get to closer to the 12.5 where I think, you know, where the market's transacting at? Would it be ridiculous? That'd be a good question to ask. Nobody wants to be ridiculous. So people don't want to be ridiculous. They want to be normal. Everybody thinks of themselves as reasonable. So when you question that, the impulse is for them to say, no, you know, I don't want to be ridiculous. I want to be realistic and get the deal done for everyone. All right, seller's getting multiple offers from other agents. You want exclusivity, but he's spoken to other people in the market. Yeah, this is a sit-down meeting, and you're trying to convince the seller just to list with you. You're not so keen. You're worried about just going with one person. The idea is not to explain yourself too much. I know there's a tendency to want to do that in these situations, so use all of these tools.
So we're negotiating over exclusivity.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the process, when it's with multiple agents, you deal with a lot of agents calling you, random viewings. You have no idea what's going on because one agent might take it, you have no update from them. One agent might take it somewhere else.
Okay.
They might just use your option for getting them a deal somewhere else. There are multiple reasons why going with other agents can just lose the process of why the control of yeah.
But here's my question. So that's like the general thing we think, but isn't it better to get to know what the seller thinks is a disadvantage?
Yes, but a calibrated question is a question with an edge. It's a question with basically a prompt. So what is the downside of listing with multiple agents who cannot share the property? The other thing is, this is just stepping out and just explaining to you guys, when you have multiple agents listing one property, they want to compete, right? How do they compete if they've got exactly the same thing? They try and offer lower prices to convince. Let's say one buyer comes in, a serious buyer, and he looks at the market and he sees 3 listings. He speaks to agent A, and the agent A has got the same property. He says, yeah, this is the information, this is the price, great. He goes to agent B and he says, you know, I've already kind of seen this property, and the agent says, yeah, but I've got a good relationship with the seller, I can get a low offer, just come with me. You go to agent 3, he says, yeah, also I can get you an even lower offer accepted. And that's how the low offers come in, because the agents are competing with each other. You don't want competition, you want collaboration. When agents collaborate, there's no need to give low offers or to try and convince the buyer that you can get a better deal. It's about protecting the story that goes out to the market about your situation, that you're not desperate, you can wait, you're serious to sell, but you're not going to be, you know, taking crazy low offers. We're just going to hold the price, and the confidence goes out into the market. Everyone has the same story. When you go with different people, it's not their fault. They have to try and compete somehow, and the way that they do it is they try and convince the buyer to come to them, choose them because they have a better relationship and they can get the lower price accepted. Yeah, let's just do really quick. Yeah, just 1 minute, try and get in those things. Go. You're losing the deal. I'm going to go to every single agent. The first thing we're going to do is spend the first week putting the property out to everyone in the market. If you're going to choose 3 people, You got three people working on the property against each other who are going to compete on the price, on saying things that might not actually be true. You know, you're creating competition. When you work with me exclusively, the strategy is to present the property to the right people, and that includes any agent that's in the area. That's how deals are happening for the highest prices. When you're mixing up the message, let's be honest, when the buyer comes through, they're probably going to speak to 3 or 4 agents. If all those agents are trying to get an edge, it's not great for the final price. When all the agents speak to the other agents and they come in and they get the message from me that this is the price and that we're not, we're not rushing, we're not desperate, that's how we're going to be able to hold value and get a deal that you're happy with. Yeah,
I have to work on the size ending.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, good stuff. All right, guys, let's have a good day. Thanks for watching. Khalid, what's your plan today?
Have a meeting.
Meeting?
It's brokerage, but not real estate. Have just a quick meeting. I think you can talk to you about that yesterday. Hopefully, good things will come.
Right,
Follow all this
let's get the listings live now on the website, on the portal.
One listing going live right now, 16.4 million villa in Alaya, and hopefully another listing coming today.
Close to another listing, but unfortunately he didn't know it signed exclusive.
Yeah,
so.
yesterday was weird. I almost had 2 listings from yesterday, by the way. One which I was speaking to you about, and one more, thanks to Joe as well. So rental listing that I have from yesterday, and one more as well that I'm going to follow up with today. So there's listings coming for sure.
Good stuff. Nate?
Follow-ups, hitting the KPIs, and focusing on the quality of content. I've noticed that Charon's behind the scenes are doing really well on my TikTok page.
That's all it's about. So you review what you post. You don't just post it, you review it and try and do more stuff that works. Joe?
Just get a haircut.
Get a haircut. Gonna shave that off today, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Might be bald tomorrow, you might see.
Yeah.
Different hair.
Vivesh?
Yeah, we need to
speak, but I've got to go somehow, so we're going to have to speak for another day, but we'll figure it out.
Another day.
What's that?
You're saying we're going to speak another day?
No, we'll figure it. I don't. Yeah. All right. Good stuff.
But you had a lot going on yesterday, so tell us about what happened for the vlog.
Yesterday, so when I went back home, it was so funny. I was like, done with work, but wait a second, you're never done with work. So get back home and I start sending messages. No, Liam called me first, so I have a listing that I had to finalize. So 7 p.m. on call with Liam, finalized our listing, 16.4 million dirham villa in Alaya, huge villa, 8,150 square foot. So we finalized that, we got the signature of the owner, and then I started reaching out to owners. It's so funny because at around 7:30 p.m, all these people that were responding to me for weeks, they started texting me back. So I'm speaking to 4 owners yesterday. One sent me all his information. He's like, 4.9 million dirham villa in a townhouse in Elam. And he's like, listen, this is my property. I want to work with you, this is my property. And I call up Liam at 8 p.m. I'm like, Liam, can you please make a Form A? He's like, fine, I'll make a Form A. So he goes to make the Form A. I send him all the documents. He's like, because you value, like, right? I have bad news. I'm like, what's the bad news? Like, this is listed. It's an exclusive contract already. So it was very frustrating. It was after so long, he responded to me. We couldn't get that through. So again, negotiating with him about him cancelling the other contract, making it non-exclusive so me and her can work on it together. And then Joe sent me someone's number yesterday. So I spoke to her at 9 p.m. So 400k listing, she's sending me documents today, hopefully, so I can at least get one listing in from everything I did last night. So yeah, it's very intensive. There's like no work-life balance in this business. Deals are due.
Good stuff.
Deal, guys.
Damn, bro, tell us about this suit. Where did you get the suit from?
I got it from my granddad.
From your granddad. Your granddad.
He's a nice guy. It's a legendary suit.
Right, but for you, where did you get it from?
Guys, watch out. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible.
I never heard that one, and I don't want to hear it.
It's from Third Shop. It's from the song.
You've not heard that song?
No.
There's one guy in the room who's very silent today.
Everything okay, bro?
Yeah.
Why are you so quiet, bro?
Just going through my list.
Your list of what?
People I've spoken to and see who I need to follow up with.
Which people are these?
Hi, Ariane.
Good friends of mine.
Specialize in the area. Let me send you my portfolio so that you can see my experience, so you can see what I'm capable of doing, and then we can start working.
Late. You're gonna show everyone how to tie. Go for it.
I'm gonna show everyone how I can show it.
Alright, take your blazer off first.
Come close, come sideways.
Take your blazer off.
Oh, show the people.
Show the people. What needs to be longer? The bigger part of the
Yeah.
the bigger part.
Side it off now, Jay.
I got it.
Yeah. Right.
This is get ready for school with Nate. No.
No, it's
Wait.
GRWM.
Well, it's a winter now, bro.
What the hell? This is an old ass tie to be honest. It's a sticky tie.
So this is a school tie. Yeah? I used to do this in school.
Bro, you can. This is like what Aladdin's rug, bro.
Yeah, the tie yesterday I had was fire. Wait till you see
Aladdin
that
can
one.
fly on.
Wait till you see that one that I had yesterday.
This color combination doesn't work, by the way.
Fire.
Did I do it? Okay.
Yeah. Ball. Just.
But I don't think Liam likes it like this. Liam usually does his
Yeah, that
band is very tight.
Look what he's done first try. Hey. Let's try and tighten it up a little bit. The tie's pretty bad. That's bad.
No, I don't think the color combination works.
I don't wear huge ties like this though. I think this is a huge tie.
Take a selfie, bro. For content.
My goodness, bro, I look like I'm 65.
So Joe asked me for a word, and I gave him backstabber. So Joe, what's gonna happen to that word?
What me and Nate are going to do is go head to head and ring the people that we know, and the first person to get backstabber in wins. We pick a new word, and that is how you stay consistent. You don't evolve.
But with this serious offer, I'm going to get this backstab. I want.
That was predictable, yeah. Like I knew you were hurt.
As soon as he's
Because he was about to hang up, bro.
quick, what's the new word?
How do you say backstab?
Alright, Nate, what's the next word?
You choose.
I choose the word.
You have interest in one.
Vlog.
Who chose this?
Me.
Paramedic.
Okay, so paramedic was the word, and how do you use it?
Guys in hospital. Can I tell you a story? Really bad story. Told Nate this morning I was playing football last night, 6 aside, 7 aside. Yeah, and there was an assault.
What? Really?
Actual assault, yeah.
What happened?
So the two teams next to us, we were playing on the pitch, and then all of a sudden we seen everyone running round. Basically, there's this team who aren't very nice to play against. I've had like really bad injuries against them in the past, and I've looked over. This guy's on the floor, and he's been punched by one of the players, and also been booted in the head as well. It's probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. It's actually really, really bad. The guy needs stitches. He was knocked out. It was probably the worst experience I've actually ever seen. It's something that you'd sort of see in the UK. It's like a bit more rough and ready, but not to that extent. Really, really bad. Yeah.
You needed a paramedic.
Yeah, they called the police. Like solace, really, really, really bad. But the guys did it and then ran off straight away.
Yeah.
Like fleed straight away.
This man's enjoying his zingo.
Podcast.
Joe, what are you doing, dude?
Want to get this on the vlog?
Yeah.
I've got something to say to the vlog.
Go for it.
It's the afternoon. Don't swing your fizzy pops, kids.
You don't ask to get you. Don't ask the rest to get you a drink.
Firstly, I went down and got it for you. You didn't wait for us, and you
I've
ate.
literally sat here waiting.
No, but you ate already.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't matter. You're still in my company. You're still present. People were messaging me thinking it was me, like really angry at me. That's when I realised.
Today is a horrible day for me. A day that I never like. But something that I have to get used to, and I guess I have got used to it a little bit. And as expats living in a city far away from where I grew up, definitely not being able to spend as much time with family and friends is a challenge, one that many of us here in Dubai are all going through. And this afternoon my parents left. They've been here for 6 weeks and just kind of got used to them being around. You know, you come home and they're there to talk to. You wake up in the morning and they're there, and you just take it for granted for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden they have to leave and go back to their life in the UK, and we have to get on with our life here. So, you know, these days I've had many of them over 12 years living in the city, and it never gets easier, but, you know, perhaps I wasn't at my best today in the office, just trying to distract myself really from thinking about them. Obviously we're all getting older, and yeah, it's just not great, but that's a motivation for me to do more to build a bigger business, to build a better life for me and my family here, so that we can spend more time and do amazing things with the people that we love. So I guess you've got to turn it into a positive. Being in Dubai, being far away from everyone is what gives us this amazing life. And luckily I've got my wife here in Dubai who's super supportive, and my family here. So that definitely helps with being able to cope with being far away from my parents. And yeah, really looking forward to the next time that we get to be together, which might be Christmas, might be sooner hopefully, but let's see. But yeah, just want to try and finish the day now, and they're on the plane now, so I'll speak to them tomorrow, and yeah, we'll all be good. Hope you're enjoying the vlog.
Back in the day when I was really pushing on Instagram, there was a fake account. I can't remember the name now. It was a really funny name. But yeah, he basically just ripped all my pictures off my Instagram. And then it was scamming people. I can't remember what the scam was, maybe some Forex, some crypto or something. And then people were messaging me thinking it was me, like really angry at me. That's when I realised. I really want to remember his name. It's quite a funny one.
How do you know it's a guy?
True, I guess. Yeah. Well, it wasn't me as a guy, I mean. Do you know what I mean? So it was something like, it's funny because we all used to laugh, and I don't know. But yeah.
Did the account scam anyone like you knew, like personally? Like
No, not personally. I just got random messages from people. People were just letting me know. And it kind of put me off posting a little bit, to be honest. It's just a bit weird. I have pictures of my family, my wife. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Strange.
Hey, how's it going?
Amazing.
Are you ready for the day?
Yes, is the day ready for me is the right question.
Reel on TikTok, we're
6,000.
6,000.
So she will keep her.
Congratulations.
You will get 6,800.
Yeah, I might, yeah, just have to see when it's booked in. No, it's good. It's always going to be tough, but you gotta know your shit, right? The only thing is just trying to bring in some of the tools that we've learned over the past few weeks along with the information. So when we're giving the information, it's about laying out how the landscape is, not trying to convince them, just saying this is what it is, and then asking the question, what would you like me to do? You know, what do you think this means? How would you like me to, convince the seller to accept this deal? How can I put this forward to the seller? All right, let's switch it around. Yeah, so you're so excited to do it today.
Same scenario.
Hey mate, yeah, guys.
Hi mate, where are you?
Just coming up in like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, see you soon mate.
Yeah.
Put it in my shop.
Can you put it on the door?
Said it'll be here in 5 minutes.
Put it on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
We need to update the figures for July to July because we're still on June to
It
June.
was 6.06 from June to June. So we need to see what it was for July.
Fastest growing city in the world. You mentioned companies, trade licenses as well. And I think we can say it in a way where, again, this is what we're seeing.
That's what
This is the facts. It's up to you. What do you want to do with this information, Right, good job. Well done. Nate, I forgot. What tools do we have?
Mirroring, labeling.
Right.
Accusation, audit, embracing.
Bracing. Khaled. Anything? Remember? Joe.
Questions.
So we've got mirroring. So it's just trying to get them to expand on the point by saying the same last 3 words of the sentence. We've got labeling, putting a label on what you think it is that they've said. Paraphrasing. Pardon?
Labeling, what do you mean exactly?
So putting a label on it. So if it seems like you're worried about overpaying for this property, it seems like you really have a fixed idea on what you want to pay. It seems like you're worried about the market coming down, right? And the whole idea here is to mirror and label and paraphrase to get them to say that's right, because when they say that, it means that they believe that you understand where they're coming from. When they say you're right, it's a bad sign. If they're saying you're right, you're not there, because they're agreeing with you. That's not them believing it. It's them saying that you're right. They don't actually.
Us as agents telling them you're right is not okay.
No. Then I shouldn't say to you you're right, because that's not on the same page. He's saying you're right. What you need them to say is that's right. Okay. You understand me.
Yeah.
That's okay. I get it. And then that trust is going to be built. Price is pretty okay, right? We've agreed on 32 million we've agreed, okay? But Joe, you kind of agreed it, but you want to get there. You need to explain the 2% fee. So just explain, just before we go ahead, you might not want to work with me because of the 2% fee. You might not want to be working with me because, X reasons, expensive.
There's an outfit there for you. So I can't be tied to a number.
Yeah, you got to put it on. All right. No, let's put it on. Don't walk with it. Carry it. The whole idea is you walk through the door with it on.
Yeah, I'll go back out.
Joe, right, let's keep on track if you want. Right, Joe, pauses. I think you got to wait for him to reply, right?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't much back and forth. You were just speaking and you were trying to fill the gaps, fill the time. It's important when you make a point or ask a question to just relax. Let them feel like they need to talk now. Don't need to feel rushed, because that's going to come across as like, you're a little bit desperate perhaps. So that's definitely something that you could do. In terms of the point from the questions, he didn't speak enough for us to actually mirror him because he wasn't talking. It was all on you. Anything you would add to Joe?
No, I think it was really good. It's just that I think all of us, we're still trying to bridge the gap into turning it from a sales pitch into a conversational style, into like a proper conversation. So I think we're all just working on that.
Yeah, we're all working on it. We need to break this down point by point and be able to recall everything from what we're doing.
Yeah.
We can't just say, oh, we'll work on it and then be here tomorrow and still feel like we don't know exactly what we're doing, right? Come on, Devesh. Come in now.
I'm shy.
In the day.
Just come on, stand behind Nate. He'll hide you. It's not going that well anyway. We're only on 178 on the
Whoa.
You look good.
Like ETS, go that have her.
Right, there you go. All right.
I mean, he's doing well. Just finish it off.
I think he made similar points to me.
Speak more.
That points to me, but I think it was a similar format to me.
So let's come together. Let's come up with this idea together. Is there a calibrated question that you could insert here?
It used to be.
What's the question?
Sure, there is, and I have to get used to getting in that mindset.
Yeah.
Then it's just gonna come up naturally.
So something like, what would need to happen for you to be able to, for us to agree on the commission?
So that's a good one, Devesh.
I would have said that, look, it seems like you don't want to leave any money on the table. So it's important to know that I'm going to try to do my job and get you the best possible outcome. But at the same time, whatever the outcome is not tied to my fee. That's what I always said.
I have another idea. So I could say something like, this is how I feed my family. This is how I make my money. This is I usually charge all of my other clients 2%. So how am I supposed to work with less than 2%? Because it's that, how am I supposed to do that? Question by Chris Wall.
No, I don't mind it.
No,
I don't mind it.
I would say, if I'm willing, which we said so many times, if we would negotiate my own worth, how do you expect me to negotiate your house?
Yeah.
And not bring in the family? That should be my opinion.
Okay, yeah, but I'm just talking about in terms of the question.
Yeah.
Then you can just go into the question.
That should definitely be the closer, I think.
Exactly. Like I'm holding your asset. Like you want the best value for your asset. If you expect me to negotiate my own self-worth, that fast, that easy, how do you expect me to negotiate on your behalf your house?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Without bringing family, because a lot of people, I promise you, once you bring in family into the thing, when it comes to this, disconnect.
Would it be ridiculous for me to assume that to get the most amount of money for you, I need to go out to the market in a big way and attracting buyers from all possible sources? Would it be ridiculous to assume that would be the best way to get you the property? Because if I'm not going to have the 2% from your side, one, that's not how we work here, regardless of anything. But two, if we don't have that, then I can only try and get my own clients. So you're really limiting yourself. The 2% is payable once we agree. Once you're happy with the contract of the price and you sign it. If you're not, then you're not going to sign it, right? You're not doing a deal right now. We're just working on the terms for me to go out and get this property sold. I need to be able to do my job to the fullest. I'm a full service, full fee agent. So we do it all. You can relax, and we'll do what needs to be done.
To be honest, I zoned out, but I feel like
I was distracted by my hair.
I was just looking at it, honestly, yes.
Someone asked the question.
We're not allowed to zone out, by the way. It's not.
Someone asked a good question yesterday. I think it was, would you be opposed to increasing your offer for me to get a little bit closer to the 19 million?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Someone asked that yesterday. I think.
Liam.
I didn't
Because you don't want to be called ridiculous, right? You want to be an outlier.
Of course.
So I'd be like, would it be ridiculous for me to ask you to come closer to the seller's price?
Would it be ridiculous for us to come closer to we know transaction that happened? Would it be absolutely ridiculous?
But 18.35 was a good offer to take the seller.
Yeah.
I feel like he could have labeled them.
Yeah, but for me it was like getting straight to the point. Like I don't want to waste the time. I'm telling him 18.2 was offered, 70.5 is so far off.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing if I take it to him. He's gonna reject it straight away. So come closer or lose out on this.
True. Lose, don't forget.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you exactly how it is. We know that there is these
4 properties in the market right now. This is the only one you like. It's the only one that's vacant. Are you willing to lose this opportunity and take the other option over 500,000 dirhams? Let me run through the stats then. We've got Devesh yesterday, solid day, 150 calls, got your marketing done on the socials. Nate, not bad, 141, better than yesterday. Rai picking it up, 156. How do you feel?
It was seamless. Yes. To be honest, I was calling my no answers, so I had a lot of no answers.
Joe, Alvin.
What do you mean, what happened?
Alvin yesterday, how do you know?
I did calls. I don't know how many.
What's that?
I don't know how many though.
No idea.
No, I don't count them.
No, you crossed it.
I actually don't count them though.
We counted. You crossed.
Did I?
Yeah, you were 100 before lunch.
I don't count my
We
calls.
can't remember. We were like, I'll show you an easy way.
Yeah, but I didn't count them after that.
Yeah, but you reached 100 that time. That was before lunch.
Yeah.
So you.
What do you think?
140.
140. You think it was on 40? You think it was on 40?
Yeah, because you did 100 before lunch.
So then
You counted.
read it out.
Oh, it was 120.
This is Joe's, right? 133.
Oh, wow.
No, it's 130. That's
Yeah.
the 3 is it? Yeah, 130. Does that count as doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, the limit's 130.
Yeah.
Do you have to get 131 to beat it? Surely you got to get over 130.
Plus 3 or not?
Oh, Joe.
3 is for social media.
My TikTok. Yeah, I know. I got 25 views on my TikTok. 25.
Big day today. We need you to just smash it out of the park. All right.
What'd they do? Can
Oh,
I?
the
see
YouTube
what-
thing was too funny.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's too funny.
Wait, hold on. What is that?
Well, somebody on YouTube took a screenshot of our picture and called us
Maybe we start.
KSI
All the picture.
and called Joe something.
So just a wee step forward. Thank you. Then a bash. So on the collar, bash fold a tiny touch. I wouldn't mind seeing just 1/8 higher. Fall is really good. There's a very subtle break on that. Yeah, just make sure on that vent that we're falling clean because there's just that subtle break. Yeah, you can turn around and face me if you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, so here. Love the shoulder. I do feel like there's a wee bit more volume on this side of us. Just make sure that matches, yeah. And we have that pleating the exact same distance. Looks super neat and tidy. Jacket's looking really good, mate.
Yeah.
Few finishing touches and we're ready to rock and roll.
I got 5 shirts. Yeah. And I got my name there. You know, like they do it there, the name. And it looked like the little company logo, you know, for LG. What's the story behind the names?
So again, multiple stories. Apparently it was literally like if guys were going like, especially in jackets, yeah, so again you see like GD, but typically everybody was shirt and tie or suit, yeah, so you'd just be hanging them up. But formal dress just dictates that like everybody's wearing navy suits, black suits, charcoal suits. There's just a way to identify you and pretty much not take anybody else's jackets. Who really knows the origin story? Can make one up.
So we heard a story from Liam once that you once beat him in FIFA.
Never played
And he's never played since.
No.
So it's a true story.
We couldn't play any ball games, any card games.
Because he would get like so frustrated.
Because it weren't totally in his control with his lock.
Yeah.
He wouldn't play it because
Oh wow.
in case he lost. There was one
You get frustrated or competitive?
competitive. Wouldn't talk to me for days. But we never fell out. I just accepted that fine.
We'll give him his
There
time.
was once we were, do you remember we were playing golf Liam, at Hay Hall, and was doing that look and shoot game? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was a game.
Next to first tee, that putting green.
Oh, yeah.
So he's playing a game where like yeah. So Liam stood next to a hole, I'm stood next to a hole, and you put at the same time. And if you get it in, you switch holes and you 1 up. So we're playing, and I hole 1 and then 1 up, and then we get 2 up and 3 up, and he's getting angrier. And then I putted one, and it was going straight into the centre, and he smashed it away.
How do you find a good day? Like if you were to go back,
Get a custom mint.
Yeah. See, it's wide straight away. It's not just one line.
See it for the vlog?
Solid. Practice makes perfect, huh?
Because I'm thinking if you're there, you're going to understand right arm, left arm.
Yeah.
So you got to go over, right, and then you got to this point. And now you got to practice on different ties. 'Cause each length's going to be different, but you'll know a point realistically where it's going to be looking at that and that. This is quite a long, thick tie in terms of the thickness of the material. So it's just once over and catch it with that.
I know through.
And then always do that. Then you want to get the tie low, but really tight. That's it. No.
That's quite good actually.
Yeah, I've done it about 1 million times for 12 years, every single day, so I should have an idea.
Alright guys, so we still at the start of the week came up with this crazy idea that we should start attracting clients to us as opposed to always going out and trying to chase deals.
mainly from doing the research, reading what we're reading, and listening to some of the ideas surrounding how we are dealing with clients. So I thought, how could we set that up so that people want to deal with us as opposed to us just trying to get clients? And one of the ideas is to be showing that we're the experts at giving value. One way that we can do that is really easy, right? It's just to summarize what's happening in the areas in a really clear, concise, informational, interesting way, right? So throughout the week, you've all been noticing possible selling in your area, right? What we got to do is book in the time tomorrow, and you got to be ready. This is not going to be, oh no, let me do it again kind of thing. This is going to be a one take live. If there's there's ahs, there's mistakes, it's fine. It's as if you're talking to a client about what's been happening in the area. That's what it needs to be, right? So you got to come prepared tomorrow. You got to have a few things. You're going to have your script with a summary of what's happened and then explain about each property. You're going to have the screenshot, the location of the properties that have sold, because we're all villas and townhouses. So you've got to circle on the map where it is so that you can explain the positioning, because that's important to why it might be sold for a certain price. For example, if it's back to back, it would explain why it's a bit cheaper. If it's corner, it might be more expensive. You can show the big plot, or you can show the single row, and you got to come with that, the script, and the image of the property. Now, if it's off plan, you're going to use renders. If it's ready, you're going to use that type. You should have pictures of the type. If not, we need to get a picture of the type, because then, Charan, you can insert when they talk about that. It needs to be clearly mentioned, but you can insert that when they're talking about 3 villas have sold this week in Sidra. First one to sell was Villa 52. Now, Villa 52, as you can see on the map, is a single row, which means there's no property facing or backing up to the garden. Do you know what I mean? And that's going to show up. It's going to be a little bit clunky. We're going to learn together as we start doing it, what works, what doesn't work. But the main thing is that it's not too difficult to do. We want to form the habit of doing it, so that we want to make it easy, enjoyable and smooth. It's not going to take loads of time out of your day. I really like the idea of documenting, not creating. This is a little bit of creating, but it should just be part of what you're doing anyway. Okay?
We can also brief like who has to do what, because
now what we need to do is decide who does what. So, right, it's easy. All of Talaga.
All of Talaga. But the thing is, my area will have 15, 20 transactions this week, so you're saying all of them.
Really?
There's a lot. At least 12.
At least 12.
So,
they can't highlight.
5.
I mean, look, you can mention there's been 12 sales,
Yeah.
and then pick 3. Like
All the
different
clusters I've already
yeah.
done.
What's that? Yeah.
All the clusters I've already done. That makes more sense.
Yeah, just give like a good overview of what's happened, but then pick 3. Otherwise, talk through 12 individual with real detail. Yeah. Okay. Joe.
I think 3 also might be a lot though. Like you can break it down for sales as well as rentals, and then you can
I
talk
don't know
about.
if you find the rental data.
What rental data?
You can't see what's rented. Okay. You can't see what's rented this week, can you? New rental deals.
The units. I can't see units. I personally can't see units yet. No.
Right. So, and the information has got to be something where sellers are going to go, oh, these guys really know what's happening. So we're going to think about how we split it up, right? Because there's no point doing lots of the same stuff. So we've got to think how we split it up. Now, you've got to do it different ways. You've got Maple 1, Sidra 1, Maple 2, Sidra 2. He's Sidra 3. He's messed it up, so Sidra 3, Maple 2, and then you've got Maple 3, Sidra 2. The other stuff is great. You're going to build your profiles, you're going to get a name. But where deals are going to happen is because after 6 months, a year of consistently doing this, people are going to look at you as this guy. Number 1, he shows up every week. Number 2, he really knows what he talks about. And number 3, I like the guy. I like the way he breaks down things. I can trust him. I want to work with him. That's how you're going to start to make money on socials.
So for people that we like having conversations with, should we send them the videos on WhatsApp, for example?
Yeah.
Or should we build a document?
Both. Document's going to happen. There's 2 things. One is a document because you're going to do a script for yourself.
Yeah.
From that script, you're just going to crop it, put it in a document format, right? It should be pretty similar anyway. It's going to be a bit of reading, but don't worry too much. You know, I'm not expecting you to just free flow all this information about the properties, but you're going to have you're going to find your own style, but it should mention plot sizes, build-up sizes, any extensions, specific location, benefits, negatives even, you know. You can say, look, this for me probably is a little bit undervalued. It's a great deal, but you've got the power cables or you've got the 5G mast, which puts quite a few people off. Those types of insights are really going to be watchable for a lot of people.
Get all the details printed on a sheet, just like the morning routine, and then we'll do the first one tomorrow for everyone.
So here's the thing, right? With this guy, with clients in general, he's a little bit abrupt, right? It seems a bit difficult. He messages me as well, but it doesn't matter.
It's not personal. You don't have to be, there's no emotions in this. You can go back to him, no but. So you can just speak to him like normal. You're just, again, not desperate. It is what it is. You've got a great option now for him, so go for it. And he'll respect the fact that you're just straight and blunt. I think you're good at this, right? You don't get emotion too much. If someone's angry or like comes across abrupt and a bit upset, you know, because you had the phone call then with this other guy who's also got a property for sale, and he was a bit, what did you say?
Braveness,
Yeah.
don't take it personal because he doesn't know you.
Just had a few phone calls, not gonna, know you. As soon as you meet these guys, I guarantee, as soon as you meet them, you smile, you shake their hand, you're confident, they're gonna be friendly and nice because you're face to face.
Alright, tell the vlog what you try to do over here.
I'm creating a cartoon carousel to be more informative and professional.
What's the idea? What are you trying to do with this?
It's just to give information rather than giving videos and be continuous. One post a day is quite tough with the videos.
Right.
And now I look like I'm not going to comment.
I messed it up a little bit because I was trying to do two things at once.
It's Friday morning, just gone 5 a.m. and we are off to the gym. Been a really solid few weeks of working out with some good runs in there as well. So feeling strong, feeling happy that I've just been able to keep consistent. That's what it's all about. So let's go.
Apartment and she's a very nice lady. 11 o'clock. This was, yeah, I was there till 12:40. Yeah, we were talking for like 2 hours. Talking about her entire like family from the UK, Dubai, where she's invested, where she's lost money, everything. She got a dog, very cute dog.
She's living in...
No. This is she bought this and her son used to live in it, but now he's in the UK. So it's been vacant for like 2 months, and there was another agent that her son recommended, and she did nothing. So that's why she called, and then that's how it happened. And yeah, she wants to list it exclusive. It was a very nice conversation.
Alright, Devesh, how did you feel from yesterday?
Not too bad. I don't think I lost.
You don't think you lost? No. You got a terrible fear of getting that week back on, right?
Yeah.
148 calls.
Yeah.
You hit your post. Joe?
I did a lot of calls yesterday.
Yeah.
You did more than Devesh?
I never do more than Devesh, but I feel like I do more than Devesh.
So he did 148. Give me what you think you did.
I'd have done less. I always do less than 140.
1, 3, 4.
It's impossible.
There's just freaked over there. How do you do it, Devesh? Give us some advice.
I have more no answers than him. And he's on the call for like 15 minutes.
So he's actually calling people who might answer. You're just calling people that you know are not going to answer, so you get the calls high. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Nate, how do you feel?
I think I might have scraped over again.
Scraped over?
Yeah.
You hitting the no answers?
No.
So just no strategizing on that. 141.
Oh.
Hit your posts. Khalid?
I have different.
Right. Rai's not here, but what do you think?
You can act like I'm right.
What do you think?
I think he did it.
You did it. Yeah, 148 for Rai. Well done.
Oh, week. Copycat.
Key now, Joe, for you is to make sure you keep this through the weekend. The weekend is 20 calls.
All posts.
All posts. Minimum 20. If you're smart, you can easily get ahead of the day tonight by doing 5 to 8 call out, right?
Yeah.
So then your Saturday's pretty much done, and then your Sunday you've got to just
What
do.
if I just did Saturday and then do Sunday?
Then you'd be wearing the wig on Monday morning. No, let's say the market price is 40, just not a million miles away. It's okay. But again, you're not really that interested to list. But if you've got to buy, you can sell. And let's see what you can do with that scenario. Yeah?
There was a bit of explaining, but I feel like I mirrored the right. Yeah, it's good.
I think he was correct. He said it himself. Yeah, there's a lot of explaining compared to what we were doing last week.
Yeah. But there was no relationship, right? So I wanted to understand, I wanted to see his vision. I wanted to speak to him and tell him what's happening, because there's no conversation done before. So I have to speak. And I'm trying to then I'm asking him questions, following up my explanation, and asking him, okay, now I've given you my information. What do you think about it, you know? So again, I'm telling him what's going on in the market, and then I'm telling him, now you tell me, what do you want to do with that information?
Yes, it's a fun. I think you said, would you be opposed to, would it be ridiculous to think that, so seems like you want to get the highest amount of money. would it be ridiculous to think that to get the most amount of money, you'd want to make sure that every potential buyer has the chance to see the property? Would that be a crazy idea? Okay, in that case, then why do, with my connections and the way that we work, I really think it could be a good idea for you to consider. If you want to sell now and you're ready, then we could put it out to the market. We start off by saying that we got really bad news because we want them to think that it's worse, brace them to be able to accept anything. Then we give them an accusation audit where we think about all of the things they might be thinking, all the negatives. So you're listing down, he's going to think that I've not done my research. He's going to think that I don't care about him and his family getting the most amount of money. He's going to think that I'm just pushing because I want a quick deal, because I want to go on holiday, all the things that you think you might be thinking, you bring it out, you bring it up front, and then you go, all right, so same scenario, yeah? Yep. You've replied 15. The key here is don't worry too much about trying to close, just use the tools. I want to see them in action. I want to see you mirroring, labeling, paraphrasing, and doing an accusation audit. I want you to get used to just go into that instantly. Thanks, Joe. What do you think?
I thought I was my best one back there, definitely.
What do you think was good?
The questions, I think it's all about the questions and spinning it back to the person, really. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
The ball.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Just keep rebounding it as best you can.
Divesh, what do you think?
It's conversational again. It's explaining, but again, I feel like it's necessary. In this scenario, I think that you need it. I feel like you need to speak to the person, understand what they feel.
Okay, let's do this now together. How could Joe get you to say no? What could you say?
The whole ridiculous part.
Feel free to jump in on this as well.
I see your clip for Instagram.
Sure. Okay, so would it be outrageous for us to price this property at a competitive price?
That's a good one. That's a good idea. Those kind of questions, calibrated questions. Anything else?
Would it be crazy for me to assume that you don't want this to be on the market for so long?
Yeah, that's a good one. Joe, any idea?
No, I think that one's the best one. I actually can't think of any off the top of my head, but I think that one was a good.
He asked me one. Would it be ridiculous?
Yeah.
But then
What are you asking?
Would it be ridiculous for me to shoot?
No. Yeah, you said something. Would it be?
Used in the moment. I should.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know.
Okay.
Would it be outrageous for us to?
What about an accusation audit?
I don't know. I think you have to have that relationship.
Out the balls.
Yeah, because I think to say to someone that, like, I've never spoken to you before and say you're not gonna like this, or you wouldn't appreciate that I'm saying this to you potentially, or whatever.
So the accusation audit, you could say, now look, when it comes to pricing, you're probably going to think I'm a typical, pushy sales person who just wants a quick deal and doesn't want to do the work to actually get the property sold for the most amount of money. You're probably going to think that I don't want to wait for my commission. You know what I mean? You could use those even when it comes to just trying to get the price agreed. But the truth of the matter is, the last deals of your property type, very similar kind of plots. We know the stats because we're going through them every week. I can send you my articles and videos on what's been happening over the last few months. But we know that the top price is 14. So, that's what it is. How would you, on my side, what would you want me to do to beat that price? Yeah, we've got a lead, someone's got a lead. Sometimes sellers want to sell off market to avoid paying commissions, Mo's just said. Or 60 days down the line, and we didn't get any offers, because that could potentially happen when we list high. It does put a lot of people off. So how would you feel?
3 to 4 weeks. If you don't get the price you want, what are we gonna do? So I'm obviously gonna tend to drop it, and once you drop it, that burns it.
I messed it up a little bit because I was trying to do two things at once. I was trying to, the fear of loss.
It is a fear of loss.
Yeah.
Fear of loss.
I tried to do that, and
So it's following up with a lady regarding a house in Jumeirah Park. Secondary, working with other agents in getting their listing in Furjan, and also following up with Alberta, in regards to JGE2, the standalone villas.
Yeah, alright.
That's,
Cool. Nate?
Content creation, follow-ups. I might get one more listing today.
Let's see. Let's do it. John?
KPIs and our video this morning, then some more content this afternoon, a bit later this afternoon.
Good stuff. So, Gillian?
Yeah, just content stuff today.
Content stuff today, Friday. Sharon?
So we're doing plausible podcast.
Possibly do it.
We're doing content for these guys. They're also doing like the weekly updates of what's happening in each of their communities. And I'm gonna see Devesh as well later. I think we're all gonna go to the Dubai later for content. So
Rachel, you good?
Yeah, happy Friday.
See your fans. Alright guys, have a great day, a great weekend. We might be live on TikTok later. this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, enjoy the weekend wherever you are in the world. Peace out from Aiko.
Yeah. What is that?
6:50 a.m.
Oh, and yeah.
What is that?
It's a new way of inserting carousels to make us look more interesting on Instagram.
So did you do that?
That's supposed to be me. Devesh is good, so. Yeah.
Do you have your own?
Mine's in John's laptop.
Right. What are you doing, bro? Playing basketball. Just doing some calls, bro.
How many calls have you done today?
About 150 follow-ups.
Joe, show the people what you're working on. Content.